welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad that you are back tuned in. Um, and for those that are new, my name is Cecily. Today I am here with 4 tips to help all natural chicks avoid the flaking. I know y'all hate flaking as much as I do. Yeah. So, to avoid the flaking when you're using your styling products like gel or edge control, I have 4 tips to help you out, girls. So, stay tuned. So, tip number 1, you want to make sure that your hair is fully moisturized before adding products. I know some people will add products on their hair while it's dry. I would not suggest doing that just because sometimes products work better when they are in combination with water, and that kind of dilutes the product down. That way, when you use a bunch of product, it won't build up on top of itself and build up on top of itself and build on top of itself, so that when it dries, it's really thick and it'll flake up. So I think that making sure your hair is fully moisturized before you add any type of product to your hair is important. I never apply product to my hair when it's dry, and I don't do so for one because of that fact that it'll flake up, it'll build up and it'll flake up, and because my hair will break. So I want to make sure that my hair is fully moisturized before I add any type of product to it. And I have to use water for my hair. I can't use any other type of product. I can't use aloe vera juice. My hair likes water and it likes to be drenched in water. And so I make sure that my hair is fully moisturized with water before I apply any type of styling product to my hair. Even during my midweek refreshers, they're not really considered refreshers to me because I actually have to do a whole process of redoing my hair, like getting under the shower, whether it's co-washing or shampooing my hair and making sure that it's fully saturated in water. So yeah, tip number 1, definitely remember that you need to have moisturized hair before you apply any type of styling product to your hair. Tip number 2, make sure when you use any type of gels or any type of product in your hair, you want to make sure that your hair, when you apply it to your hair, that it's evenly distributed throughout your hair. You don't want it to be heavier in one section than it is in the other. And then again, like I said, if there is a lot of products in one section, then that may cause the product to flake up because, obviously it's a lot more product in this area than it is another. So you want to make sure that it's evenly distributed throughout your hair. And you can just do techniques such as shingling or the praying hand methods to make sure everything is smooth throughout your hair. And just make sure that your hair soaks up the product and takes in the product very well, so that when it does dry, it does not sit on top of your hair and flake up. Tip number 3, try to avoid being heavy-handed on the product. I know us naturals like to use a lot of product in our hair because we think that that's going to make our curls pop more, or it's going to moisturize our hair even more if we use a bunch of product. No, try to avoid using a lot of products. Use only what you'll need, your hair will need. If you use a bunch of product, you're just building product on top of product on top of product. And so basically the product is just sitting on top of what you've already put in your hair, and it's going to, of course, when it dries, flake up again because it's not penetrating your cuticles. Your hair is not soaking it up. It's sitting on top of other product that you put on your hair because you've used so much. So try to avoid being heavy-handed on the product. You want to only use what you think you'll need. If you use the product, if you put gel or edge control on your hair and you know that your curls are fine or that your edges are laid, why would you go back in and put more on top of it? Don't do that. That's gonna cause flaking. So yeah, tip number 3. Fourth tip, last but not least, please, please, please do not use a combination of too many products within one styling. So decide whether or not you want to use a gel or a curling pudding or a mousse. Pick one and use one for one style. Don't decide, oh, I want to put a pudding and a gel and a mousse on top of my hair because I want my curls to be popping. No, you're causing, again, product buildup. And this, in turns, will cause flaking because the products are not saturating your hair, they're sitting on top of each other. So please avoid using a combination of products. I don't use a combination of products. I like to choose something. I do like to switch it up every now and then. I do like to go between gel and mousse. I don't use a lot of puddings or creams just because my hair doesn't like them. But so I'll switch between like gels and mousse to help define my curls. But I do not apply both products in one styling. I wouldn't put a gel on my hair and then go behind it and put a mousse on it, or I wouldn't put the mousse on and go behind the mousse with the gel. It's too much going on. My hair wouldn't like that. Plus I had thin hair and that would weigh my curls down.